Wouldn't it? Dude, did you get any more? Call Instagram. Some coke dealer's all pissed. I came up with it. Trying to get a hold of Zuckerberg. Man, I love this night. I did not break a string. Everything seems to be going good. Hey, you guys, I just played at this festival called Bear Creek Folk Music Festival in Grand Prairie, Alberta, Canada. And check this out. At folk festivals in Canada, as some of you may know, if you've been in them, they do these in the rounds a lot. And it's a really brilliant thing because you'll get like 3 different musicians that don't know each other, and it's an in the round, and one will play a song another. And what it does is, if you've never seen one of the less well-known musicians that's up there on stage, they get turned on to the crowd of somebody that they came to see, and vice versa. So Canadians have always done this, and they call those workshops. So guess who I got put in a workshop with? Loudon Wainwright III. I know, right? Talk about a full circle moment. I was at USD, and I got out and I got the nipple job, and I met this girl named Anastasia, and I started dating her, and she was really into Phil Collins, and I was like, come see some real music. Taking you to McCabe's in LA to see Loudon Wainwright III. So we drove up, and Anastasia liked the show so much, she quit her job she had and became a booking agent at Shuba's Chicago on South Park and Belmont, and used to book the Rugburns there. And this club became famous, but it was because we went to see Loudon Wainwright III. So there I was on stage with him, and he heard my songs, and he was so cool, and he started whispering to me, these songs are really good. And I was like, I actually met you a long time ago. And he goes, you did? And I'm saying this over the microphone so the crowd can hear. And I go, yeah, your son Rufus, me and Rufus went on tour back in the 90s, and we both were opening for Lisa Loeb, and we did like 30 dates across the country, Oklahoma, everywhere, Nebraska. We were all over the place. And Loudon Wainwright goes, really? And I go, yeah, but the weird thing is Rufus wasn't popular yet, and Rufus, being a gay guy, was very out on stage, and we would be in places like Omaha, Nebraska, where these cowboy dudes came with their girlfriends. They didn't want to see Lisa Loeb, but their girlfriends were like, we gotta hear it. You say, I only hear what I want. You know, they'd seen the movie Singles and all that. So all these cowboy guys were there, and they're like, pissed. And then out there is Rufus Wainwright. And so he gets on the piano and he goes, this is a song I wrote when I used to watch the gay men's porno channel, and I would masturbate to these guys with beautiful, great bodies. They start playing, and some of them start booing. You think shit's bad now? Try being in Nebraska in that room, and they were disgusted. And it got crazier and crazier every tour. And Rufus is so punk rock. He'd end his set if they were booing him. He'd go, good night, fuckers. Boom. And then he'd go, you guys are a bunch of gangbangers. I wish I could think of something more intelligent to say, but you're just stupid. And then he goes, I'll be back by the merch. And I swear to God, he would walk back to the merch. So one night, we're in like Oklahoma or who knows where we were, and it was extra redneck crowd, and the crowd was booing him, and as he walked off stage, this woman grabs him, and she has like permed blonde hair, right? A lot of makeup on, and she grabs him as he's walking off stage, and she goes, excuse me, and he always thought somebody was going to compliment him. I love Rufus so much because of this. He was still like, and he goes, yes? Not even knowing what he was walking into. And he goes, yes, and she goes, you suck. And he goes, your hair sucks. And he like does not miss a beat, this guy. One of the greatest things I've ever seen. So every night, either Rufus would go on, then I would go on, then Lisa Loeb. She was the headliner, everybody was there to see Lisa Loeb. But Rufus started going, dude, you remind me of my dad. And then me and Rufus we were both still drinking back then, and I'd have a bottle of Jameson on my rider, and we would drink a bottle of Jameson, we'd be wasted. And one night he calls his dad, Loudon Wainwright III, he goes, Dad, I met your illegitimate son. His name's Steve Poltz. Now, mind you, I'm telling this story at the Grand Prairie at the Bear Creek Festival. Loudon Wainwright is laughing so hard. And then I go, so one night, your son says to me, I'm sick of you selling all this merch. You're out selling me a merch. I'm gonna ruin your merch sales tonight. And I go, do whatever you want, dude. You can't ruin my merch sales. And so then he comes out in the middle of my set after he's already played. He grabs the mic and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, are you enjoying the very handsome Steve Poltz? Because I sure am. And then he grabs me by the back of the hair, pulls me towards him, and starts kissing me. And I'm like, I'm not pulling away. Like he thought I was gonna pull away, and then he rams his tongue in mine, and we're fully French kissing on this stage in front of the most redneck crowd. And that night I sold no merch. This is the greatest show I've ever played. Those idiots that came last night, they didn't get a show this good. What a bunch of assholes. Oh, some of you are here? I was talking about last week's crowd. You've been pissing in a bottle and you can't see through the fog. You know a trucker jackknifed in the snow up ahead by Shaw. Radar got you clocked at 87 and a 55. The cops all wanna search your car because they think you're high. Finally reached the club and they got no posters up. Played to 12 people, half a puking in a cup. Sell 2 CDs, give another 6 away. You're hoping that somebody has a place where you can stay. You got a 10-hour drive. In the morning, don't sweat it. Keep thinking about the gig last night. You wish you could forget it. Listen to a podcast, a radio loud. Try to call your mom, but end up yelling at your dad. Car needs gas. Pulling to the common go. The weather channel says you're about to hit some snow. Sell 1 CD, give another 8 away. To add insult to injury, you had to pay to play. Folksinger. Folksinger, washed up pump, but you're still a dead ringer. Folksinger, folk. Yeah. Club owner says you should have played it last week. Right now it's finals and no one makes a peep. He wishes that the money could have been a lot more, but the deal was only for a small percentage of the dough. $27 and a couple foreign bills. Tried to pass the hat, but everyone was high on pills. Play a new song, no applause, just crickets. Bartender says I give you 2 drink tickets. Come on, Folksinger, Folksinger, washed up pump, but you're still a dead ringer. Folksinger, Folksinger. I think you can do better than that. Get a big break and get to do some radio. The DJ says it's taped for next week's show. Does you no good, cause tonight you got the gig. You keep on smiling and dance a little jig. Car starts whining, engine's running hot. Gas station dude says your radiator's shot. Sell 12 CDs, give none away. The radiator took it all, it's ground dead. Folksinger, come on, Folksinger, washed up pump, but you're still a dead ringer. Folksinger, Folksinger, for sure. Yeah. Woo! Woo! Pretend you're in Texas. Woo! Go Cowboys! Get a good offer for a gig in Atlanta. The airline sent your guitar all the way to Montana. Get a real person on the phone from United. Lose your cool, tell the dude to go bite it. Borrow a guitar to try to cool your rage. Walk into the club and someone else is on stage. Sell no CDs, the club was double, but you never even got to play. Your bigger life is overlooked. Folksinger, Folksinger, washed up. Finally get some sleep. There's a nice blue sky. The airlines found your guitar all the way in Dubai. Say that it'll be there for your gig in Tallahassee, but you ate some bad food and you're feeling kinda gassy. Get a Motel 6. Wish it was the Ritz. At least you got a private place because you got the shits. So 5 hats, 2 CDs. Yes sir, no ma'am, thank you, please. Folksinger, Folksinger. Washed up punk, but he's still a dead ringer. Folksinger, Folksinger. Finally get some good news from the booking agent dude. At the club tonight, they'll give you half off on your food. Place is packed, you're gonna make your fee. They wouldn't even turn off the sports TV. Go Dodgers! That was the best one I've ever done. Feel like I climbed another rung on the ladder. Another day older, yo, another day fatter. I'm a folk singer now in the pale moonlight. That's how I'm staring on stage at the Hopmonk Tavern for the cookout tonight, featuring the T Sisters and also the late greatest in the world, Megan Slankard. Put on my Casey Turner presents Folk singer, folk singer. One more time, a little bit better. Still a dead ringer. Folksinger, Folksinger. Well, I'm a folkity folker, I'm a Bram Stoker joker, I'm a vampire smoker, I'm a motherfucking folker for sure.